everyone, hope you're doing well. In this episode, I'm getting ready to leave for another trip. I'm not going to tell you where, it'll be a surprise, but from my last trip that I did here in a Tesla, I came across a few issues that I need to rectify. One of them was, as most of you had seen in the back of the car here, the mattress took up the whole back, and I had to put my cooler on the front seat up here in the passenger seat, which means no one could sit up there, and it was a mess. So that didn't work out so well. I had to put my CPAP machine up here, battery up there. It just wasn't the most conducive, and I had to climb in and out of the car from the front seat, and that was difficult. I couldn't just get in the back because once the mattress was pumped up, it had pushed on the trunk, and the trunk wouldn't latch properly, and I was afraid of pinching the mattress, all that good stuff. And then when you turn at night, air mattresses squeak and squack, and it wasn't comfortable. The other thing too is when I was driving or just parking, I didn't have these side curtains up with these windows. So I thought across the back here, it'd be great to put up a black curtain that just stayed closed the whole time I'm up here filming, and when I stop places so that people can't look in and actually see that I'm staying in this car. Not because I don't want them to know that, but because I don't want to invite people to try to break in or look in, or just don't want problems like that. So I have two objectives, three actually. Number one, I have to clean this car out and get it ready for the next trip. My second objective is to get this black curtain, figure out a way to actually attach a black curtain across here to break up from the front to the back. And then my third objective is to create some kind of sleeping mattress back there that takes up no more than 2/3, preferably half of the back seat, the area back there, so that the other half I can actually put a cooler, my supplies, my clothes, all that stuff, and I don't have all that pressure of the air mattress pushing back on the hatch that makes it impossible to shut once you climb in through the back. So, come with us today on this dilemma of adventure. We're going to go to Walmart, maybe a couple crafting stores to see what we can come up with to get this going, and then later on in the video I'll show you how I'm going to set it up and what I'm going to do to make this work. So our first stop is here at Walmart, formerly known and always known as Wally World. Don't ask me why, it's just what I knew growing up. We're going to start off here and maybe the craft section, because I need to find a piece of black fabric that I can make into a curtain.
It's a little art project.
A what?
A little art project?
More like a craft.
A craft.
Some poly cotton.
Indiana Jones.
So this stuff's 50 cents. Okay, so I decided to get this cotton black fabric. And now what I need to try to find is a way to actually connect that. I'm trying to find a way to connect. Actually, you know what? I better get some black thread. The next thing I need to try to find are some magnets. So down the middle, I want to make it so that it can be magnetized together. So let's see if we can find some magnets. So I found these magnetic buttons. I'm going to try to sew into the middle of the curtain so that they will just snap shut and stay shut. So guys, after looking at all this stuff, I actually found something on Amazon that will probably work. I'm going to order that and try that. It'll be able to get here by the end of the week. And then If it doesn't work, I can send it back and then I can create my own solution. But what I need to do to create the bedding is I need I think I'm just going to use like a mattress protector. So let's go see if we can find a mattress protector. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is, since this zipper's up, I am going to get this twin fitted mattress protector, and then I'm going to build my homemade bed around this size because it's the smallest one there is. But one of the problems I had before the last time I did a trip in the Tesla, which is a Tesla Model Y, was the mattress section of the car. So I had an inflatable mattress, as most of you have seen in the previous videos. And getting, you couldn't open the back of the trunk. And let me just kind of show you what I mean by this. So what happens is when I go to close the trunk, and the air mattress usually is partially deflated. So when the air mattress is partly deflated, this shuts fine. But what I have to do is I have to close this and then inflate the mattress while I'm on it. And then what it does is it actually puts pressure against the inside of the trunk here. And when it puts pressure against that, if I was to open this up to get out, which is ideal, that's the easiest way to get in and out of the vehicle. When I do that, then what happens is I can't get back in. So when I get in there, the mattress then kind of misshapens itself, and then it puts a bind on this, and it won't shut correctly. So what I've had to do is I get in, this is shut, and what I'll do is I'll crawl through between the seats, get on the mattress, which is probably already 5 inches tall, which puts me so close to the roof of this, it's really difficult to get in and out. So I'm trying to come up with a solution for that, and I think I have somewhat of an idea. Okay, stick with me. I have an idea. Okay, so this is my dilemma. So the back of the Tesla, we have it being at the middle section of the car, which is the most narrow. That's 37 inches. And it kind of does this at the back. And then we unfortunately have a sharp curve here. And then up here where the doors kind of go out, it gets a little wider. And then we've got our bucket seats. Kind of do something like this, okay? So at the widest space up here, we've got 50 inches. And of course here we have 37 inches. And then my total length from the back of the seats to just about here, because remember, I can't put anything up against this back because it won't close correctly. This is 68 inches. So what I'm trying to do is figure out what space do I have to put like my jackery, my cooler, my luggage, where can that stuff sit? And that has always been the problem. So some quick calculations. The mattress I actually have in the camper, the topper, is 74 inches by 74 inches. So 74, so if we take 37 inches and we multiply that by 2, that magically gets us 74 inches, which means I can take this mattress topper, I have cut it in half, okay, and it's 74 inches long. I only need 68, so I'll cut it down to 68 inches across this way, and then I'll cut it down the middle and be able to stack it. and that will give me about 6 inches of mattress. So then how do I contain this mattress? It's just a bunch of foam, which you'll see. So what I decided I would do is get this waterproof mattress protector. It's a twin, which makes it measure 39 by 75. It'll be 2 inches too big on the sides. It'll accommodate up to 10 inches deep, which will be fine with that. And 75 inches will be about 7 inches too long. So we'll just tuck it, and let's take a look and see how that's going to work out. Okay guys, so this is the mattress. It's a behemoth. It's got this, it's got like this, I don't know what you want to call this stuff. And on the inside it's got memory foam. So, what I'm thinking, it's very delicate rather, which means it wants to rip really easy. So, what I'm going to do first is cut this in half. And then maybe we'll cut the bottom off first, then cut it in half. And then we'll put the two pieces inside of our mattress protector to hold it all together. You know what they say? Measure twice, cut once. So I'm just going to double check. Yep, that's 73 that way. And even though I'm on a little bit of a curve, I'm going to try to compensate for that curve. Oh, so we're not. So this way here is really kind of need this to lay down. There. Okay, so this is actually 78. 78. What we're going to do is cut the bottom off first. And I need it to be 6. We want to keep our 37 this way because I want to fold it in half. So what I'm going to do on this side is I'm going to measure to my 68. There's my 68. And then since it's going to be very difficult for me to run the whole gamut of this, I'm going to do something they tell you not to do because it could be crooked. I'm going to basically mark this. And I know this may seem funny, but I've opted to use a small serrated bread knife to actually cut through this so that I can kind of do a sawing motion. free. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around and measure the middle point, because I find it easier to cut along that edge. Guys, this is just mattress foam mattress topper from Walmart. I think it was like 70 bucks or something like that. It wasn't terribly expensive. It's cheaper than, you know, a lot of the mattresses they're selling. A lot of the mattresses they're selling on Amazon. You know, a lot of those air mattresses are $300, and it may not meet your needs. All right. So we're going to do 37 inches across. Yeah, if it doesn't meet your needs, then you've wasted that money. I wouldn't say it was a waste. I can tell you that it doesn't make things easy to sleep. That's for sure. It's kind of high. And I do have some back problems, so that made it not so fun for me. But there have been other people that you'll see on here that had no problems with it. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the egg carton side inwards on both sides so that they're facing each other. So that if I flip the mattress, then I'll have this memory foam on both sides. Or maybe I should put the memory foam on top of the egg carton on top of the memory foam, so that you'll have two layers of this to give. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Guys, just trying to figure this out. I've never done it before. Just making it up as I go along. Okay, so I'm gonna put the egg carton on top of the memory foam. And my goal is to sleep on top of the memory foam portion. Actually turned out pretty decent. And that does not feel bad at all. It's actually pretty comfortable. Okay, now let's measure to see if we've exceeded our 10 inches, which I don't think we did. Nope, we are at 8.5 inch thick. So this pad originally was, I think they advertised as a 3.5 inch. So That was the original thickness of it. So now what we're going to try to do is put this inside of our mattress protector. Okay guys, so you can see now it's in there. I have plenty of space here at the rear. You know, this was always the issue with the air mattress, was that you never had the space you needed back here. So let's see if it shuts okay. Shuts perfect. And then you can see here, I mean, this fits really perfect in here. And then like now I have better access to putting stuff down here on the floor, my gym bag, my clothes. The jackery will probably set on one of these sections here, so I don't have to climb in and out anymore. That'll be huge. It was always a pain to get to it before. And then the key thing is too, is it's right up against the back of the seats, because one of the biggest problems you typically have is your pillows will fall between the space here. But if that fits perfect and snug in there, it's not going to fall. So, and the other thing is we could actually move this to one side. We can move this to one side, which will give me more room at the top to put stuff beside me. Cell phone, things like that. So that's a lot of space, and with the door shut, I'll actually be able to put accessories here and all that good stuff. So that's a huge, huge help. And not only that, but it's gonna be easier if I do put the jackery here on the floor to get to it. Before in some of my last videos, you would have seen that I had a lot of issues getting stuff set up with the jackery. So one of the big problems I've been having with my last trip is if people, if I don't have the privacy window covers on, people can just see in the car and they can see what you have in there, if you've got pillows and blankets and all that other stuff. So I just want to show you what it looks like. So you can see if I'm walking by, I can look in here and I can see everything I've got in there, which I don't like. So I think I found a solution for this. And it's basically this black privacy curtain that goes between the front and the back seat. And what happens when you put that up, it will keep you from looking in. So if I have these on, these privacy screens on here, and I've got this curtain up, and I go to the store and go shopping, people can look in and they can't see any further than the front seat, which is the goal here. So it comes with these rods. It's like a curtain rod, and it comes with several types of clips. So the clip I'll be using will be the one that hooks into the side of my walls on my car. So let's get this set up and take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, so this literally just goes in here like that. And that's how that sets in there. And then I'll put the rod together, and then the rod will set inside those two sections. Okay, so here's the rod. And the rod's showing oh, that's like a tension rod, okay. And then they've got this thing that you can twist out to actually extend it to make it bigger. So you can twist it out to make it bigger. And then all I'm trying to do and there's actually these little round plugs that go in to protect it from your walls. So then these go in here. Here's our curtain. And there's two sections to it. So you can see it's pretty dark. I know that there was some reviews online that said you can see through it. I do not see through this at all. So all I'm going to do is fold up all these holes so they match. And that will go on this side. so you guys can see. You see how that just kind of goes in there and kind of, it's really a tension rod theory, I guess. And then this side's the same way. It's just tension rod, then there's magnetic snaps here that snaps that shut. And then when people try to look in the car, you can see, can't see in. We'll try and see how it works. I have doubts it'll stay up there, but I don't know. So definitely something we're going to try out, and I'll let you know as I go along how well it works or doesn't work. So I got everything packed up, ready to go, hitting the road. We'll test the mattress tonight, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow morning how comfortable or how uncomfortable it really was. See you guys then. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I did spend the night here in upstate New York. Slept on the mattress that I created, and it was just as comfortable as the air mattress that I had. So I didn't feel any grooves or bumps or anything like that while I was sleeping. I didn't feel nothing. My back actually feels the same as it does as if I slept on my bed at home. So I would say first night was good. If I find issues or see things that cause me to hurt or not be comfortable or not sleep, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, it's a great solution. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last under body weight, if it starts to compress or what the effects are going to be of it, but we'll see. So this was a quick episode, but I wanted to show you guys what my new setup was going to look like and how that mattress worked out, and so far it's good. If you would, obviously like, subscribe, and then leave a comment down below on some of the mattresses that you use when you camp in your Tesla, or if you have a better solution. Always appreciate that. Would love the conversation below. Other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next adventure.